Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, guys. We are live. We are live. Yes, it's lunchtime with Sabrina Marie. And today we're going to be getting into business today. We're going to be getting into some things. But before we go ahead and do that, how are you guys doing today? How are you doing in this weather? I mean, the pollen, and right now it is raining. It is raining so hard. But I tell you, that pollen got me good because I can't stop coughing and sneezing and had the little headaches and stuff like that. Boy, does it has me today. But we're going to push on through. But how are you guys doing? How are you coming along with the weather? What state are you coming from? Where are you located? Are you in Florida? Are you in North Carolina? Are you in New York? Where are you coming from? What is the weather like to you? What is going on in your state as far as the weather? I mean, like all week long, my car has been green, 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 and it has taken a toll. Now the rain is coming down. It's coming down pretty hard, and it's washing away the pollen, but it's still up in there. It's still up in there and everything like that. But I am just so happy and excited to be here with you guys today, even on this raining day, because you know why? Because we are consistent. We don't let nothing stop us. We go after our dreams and our goals, and you want to go after yours too. And that's why you're here today. Yes, yes. We are consistent. Consistency is everything when it comes to building a business. And that's what I want to help you be today because I know that you're super smart. You got it all together and you know what you're doing and everything like that. But consistency kind of pulls you back a little bit and you need someone to kind of like be your accountability partner, your girl, and you need somebody to kind of encourage you and to keep telling you to keep going, that you can do it and knowing that you could, and honesty at the same time. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here today with you guys. And guess what we're going to be doing today? We're going to actually get into some work today. All right, this is our second live. We'll be going live for the month of April every Friday from 12:15 for about 30 minutes. And we'll be talking about actual business. And I'll be giving you some nuggets and some tools to go ahead and where you'll be able to do things yourself. And I'm going to help you save thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars, okay? With the knowledge that I'm about to give you for free today. So today what we're going to be learning, we're going to be learning how to start our own business. Yes, not just doing the work, but actually starting our business, actually doing the work, actually turning our business into something legal, to a legal entity, to a tax-paying citizen. Okay? We're going to go ahead and change some things around for you today, that you're just not just doing it, but you're actually doing it in a way that is going to bring you back a greater revenue, greater in your tax bracket, where you will be able to do things that you always desire to do. You want to buy that house, you want to buy that car, you want to do all these things, but you have no legal paperwork. It looks like you don't have a job, but you're earning income. Let's turn what you're doing into a legal business today. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back before you. I mean, it's been a long time since we've been back on YouTube, but we're back here. We are back here right now. Yes, yes, yes. But before we go on any further, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Go ahead and throw me into the algorithm. Okay? Let people see this video. Go ahead and share it. Go share it on your social media pages. Go ahead and get some people to come on in. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will know every single time that we come on. We'll notify you. We're going to notify you because I know that you're busy and you might forget. So let me notify you, okay? Okay? Well, today we're going to start off by learning what legal entities are. That's what we're doing today. And then once we learn what the legal entities are, we're going to actually fill out an application, something that you could do yourself instead of hiring somebody like me and paying me maybe $1,000, a couple of $100, you know? So I'm going to help you save some money today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So today we're going to be talking about the different legal entities. That's when you have your LLC, which is limited liability company. Then you have your corporation, stock or non-stock corporation. And then you have your limited partnership, a partner, if you have someone that you want to come in with the business with you. And then you have your business trust. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Okay, so those are the legal entities that we're going to talk about. I'm telling you, I had today, all that coughing and stuff. I was like, oh, Lord. Okay, so let's talk about your limited liability company, an LLC. Do you guys know what an LLC is? Do you know what an LLC is? Well, I'm going to give you the terminology of what it is, and then I'm going to break it down a little bit more for you. Okay, so a limited liability company, a LLC, is a type of business where one or more people own it. The owner are called members, and they share profits and loss. The LLC can be run by members themselves, remember that, and member management, or people who choose to run it, manager managed, okay? An LLC is a legal thing separate from the owner. That usually means that the members and managers aren't personally responsible for the company's debt or legal problems. So when you have an LLC, you are alleviating yourself for the responsibilities of the business. So if the business make a mistake or if the business gets sued, for anything, then it's not touching you personally. It's not touching your personal home, your personal things, or anything of that nature when you're doing business in a business name, LLC. Okay, so you can be a member of the LLC, or you can just be a managed member of the LLC. Being a member, meaning you're doing some of the work, you're doing a lot of the work of the business, or you just manage it. You kind of handle the paperwork. You're just managing the business. You're just making sure that everything is running properly. So you can choose your role in an LLC. Okay, LLC is a great protection because before you have an LLC, there's called sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship, it really doesn't have a lot of it doesn't have a lot of of business protection for you because it's on you. You are the sole proprietor. You are the one who is taking care of the business, and you are responsible if anything happens if you're a sole proprietor. So next up from that is the LLC, and you want to get some type of protection for anything that you're doing. I mean, you cutting somebody grass and you go ahead and you run over something and they want to sue you because you made a flood come in their house. Do you want them to sue you personally, or you want them to sue the business where it doesn't touch your personal stuff? All right. So let's go into how to fill out a limited liability application. Okay. I took the liberty of going ahead and pre-fill out this stuff before you. But before you can fill out the application, you must do a name check. You must make sure your name for your company is available. So when you go to your local SCC, your courthouse, that does the your corporations, you must do a check to see if your name is available. You must put it in the system online. You can do this at home too. You can do this all online, and you put your name of your company in there, and it will let you know if it's available, if the name is available, and it's usually in your state. So you will go ahead and do that. And if your name is available, ding, 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 you got a winner. You got a winner. Okay. So if your name is available, then we're going to go ahead and start to fill out your application. You can get your application online at your state court, your state um, state corporation commissions. You can get that online and you can print it out or you can fill it out online. You don't even have to print it and submit it. Your LLC in the state of Virginia is only $100. So you pay your fee online, and within minutes after filling out your application, you will be a legalized business. And the next thing that you need to do is get your EIN number, but we'll talk about that later. All right. So, with that being said, when we're going to fill out the application, right here, I chose the name, the LLC name, which is going to be ABC Styles LLC. Okay. ABC Styles LLC. So that is the name of the company. Okay. And then after you fill out the name, you're going to enter a physical address of the LLC. Where's your business? Is it your home? Are you working? You don't have a physical location. You can use your home address. So this is going to be the physical location of the LLC. That's 123 Bond Street, Chesterfield, Virginia. All right. That's what we're using right there. 123 Bond Street, Chesterfield, Virginia. And then you need to put down a registered agent. A registered agent is the one who's going to be taking the mail, who's setting up the LLC for you. That could be yourself. That could be yourself. So we put Jane Doe right there. Okay. So now we're moving down to choose one qualification for the registered agent. Okay. So with that being said, who the registered agent, whether it's you or someone else, who is the one that's going to the mail is going to be going to, right? Or what are their jobs that's going to be in the business, okay? And so what I chose was a member or manager of the LLC. Member or the manager. Okay, so that gives me flexibility to be able to do some work, and I manage the business as well. Okay, enter the physical address of the initial registered officer, not officer, office. So that would be the address that I pick as far as the physical address. 123 Bond Street, Chesterfield, Virginia. Okay? That's what you're putting down there. And then you'll go ahead and sign it and print out your name and the date. And literally, that's all you have to do. Like literally, I just save you about $1,000, 600 to $1,000. Okay, that's what this costs right here. And you seen how easy that was? You see how easy that was? We just went and started a legal business, an LLC, something that would change the course of your life. Okay. In the state of Virginia, it is $100. I think North Carolina is maybe $110. Other states, I'm not sure what they charge, but this right here, what we just fill out, these couple of lines, is your legal entity for an LLC. And this is just the beginning, but this is the start. All right. So we went and we put in the business name or what it's going to be, the business address, where it's going to be, where we're going to get our mail, the registrant, which will be me, Jane Doe, because you're doing this yourself. We're putting down the same address because the mail's everything's going to go to the same place, and a signature. All right. So we got an LLC, child. You already started. You already started already. So that is your LLC, and we got through that. Now you say, Sabrina, I don't know if I want an LLC. I want to go ahead and have a corporation. Now, A corporation. A corporation is a legal business structure that acts like a person in the eye of the law. It is run by a board of directors, which choose officers to handle their day to day operations. In Virginia, there are two main types of corporations. There's a stock corporation. Remember I said it was a stock and non-stock? Okay, there's a stock corporations. These can sell shares to people called shareholders who are the owners. They're usually created to make a profit. And non-stock corporation, they don't have owners or shares. They don't have owners or shares. Instead, they might have members and are usually set up from non-profit purposes like charities or homeowners associations. So a non-stock is usually like non-for-profit organizations, things of that nature. And as far as the stock corporations, you as the person, as the member manager, or others may be able to go ahead and buy stock into your company. All right. So we are going, and a corporation is you also get another tax break from that too, from your personal taxes as well. So you want to talk to your CPA about it, your tax person about it, your lawyer, anything like that, because you got to find out what's the best position for you, because you may be just starting, or you may have something that's very valuable and that's making a lot of money. So you got to find out what is best for you, whether you go into the corporation or where you go into a LLC. So I say make sure you talk to a professional to find out what is the best course of action for you. Oh, that cough trying to come on, but we're not going to let it take over. No, we're not. No, we're not. Okay. So now we're going to go into the application for your non-stock corporation. And the stock corporation is kind of the same. It will just ask you, do you want to buy any shares into it in the beginning? Most people put like 5, something like that. But like I said, make sure you talk to your professional CPA or tax person. Now, when we start filling, oh, excuse me, when we start to fill out our application for our non-stock, right? When we choose our name, which is ABC Styles, you notice I didn't put LLC, Corp, or anything behind it. When it comes to a corporation, you're not supposed to put anything behind it. They will actually do that. The name of the corporation may not contain any words or phrases that indicate or implicates that it will conduct any business other than authorized business, and the proposal corporation name must be distinguishable upon the records of the commission. Okay? So you're going to put your business name on the first line, which is ABC Styles. So with this application, because I don't have a crew yet, I don't have a secretary, I don't have a person who's going to handle my accounting, that's going to be a part of the business or anything like that. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff, because you can put the corporation shall have no members. You can start off like that. You can put off that it has no members. So it's still serving you. And then the director shall elect their own successors. Now, with the corporation, it is a business. So you may choose your successors if something was to happen to you. So if you passed away or you come incapacitated and you need a family member to take over, your children, or someone to have your assets or your shares or whatever it is in your business, you need to you can choose that yourself. It doesn't have to go to the next person who is in business with you, like, your board of directors or another member or something like that. You can go ahead and choose your child, your family member, somebody. You can choose that person yourself. Okay, the name of the corporation, initial registered agent. So whoever's filling out the application for the company, you will put your name there. Okay, see that? Jane Doe. All right. And an individual who is registered, who is, who is a resident of Virginia, and an initial director of the corporation. That's who goes there. So the original person who's signing up for this corporation application, that's who name goes there, and you take a check out that box, and then you go ahead and put the corporation's address right there. So it's 123 Bond Street. Okay. And because I said that there's nobody else besides one person, me, Jane Doe is the director, and the address goes there, the signature and print goes there. And guess what? You are now, you are now, you are now a corporation. Yes, just that easy. Do you see how easy that is? Do you see how easy that is? Like, a lot of people don't like to give this information because we make pretty good money off of this. When the pandemic happened, I think I started at least 2 dozen businesses, at least 2 dozen new businesses. And they paid me to do this. They paid me to do this, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I was able to eat well because I had to pivot. I was in a business that was hand in hand contact. So during the pandemic, I had to pull on back and I had to pivot and keep on making income. So something that I do for myself on a regular basis when it comes to business, I turn it into a business and made some good bank. And I just showed you how to do this yourself to save you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Okay? That's what I just showed you just now. This is your corporation right here. This is going to change the course of your life. Okay? All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So you said, okay, Sabrina. You said, okay. But what if I have a partner? What if I have a partner? What do I do? What do I do? Well, if you have a partner, you can start a limited liability partnership. Okay? What a limited liability partnership is. A limited partnership is a type of partner. Covers everything. Limited, few things. General partners runs the business and makes decisions. Limited partners invest money, property, or service, but does not manage the business. You know how people say they want a solid partner? Just give me your money. Give me your money. Okay? Or property or services. So that's how they come in. They come in, being a financial support, but doesn't manage the business. So they're not there for everyday operations. They're not there for the headache part. They're not there for the running around and making sure everything is in place or anything like that. They help a different way, which I could take too. I could take that too. You want to be quiet and don't say nothing and go ahead and pour your money into the business because you believe in it. We can do that. And then you can make your profit off of it that way. Okay. They share in the profits and losses based on what was written in a partnership agreement and how much they contribute. The limited partnership is a separate legal entity. Limited partners usually aren't personally responsible for the business debt. General partners, however, are unless the business is set up in a specific special type called a registered limited liability partnership. Okay, so your limited partner is usually not responsible for all the headache and stuff that goes in. They just dump their money and get their profit. But you're responsible at the end of the day for the debt of the business. You're responsible for everything of the business. Okay, so now let's go into how we fill out that application, which is not a really hard situation itself. Okay, same thing. ABC Styles is the name of the company. The registered person who's listing the business is Jane Doe, which is basically the general person that's in charge of the business. And I also chose member or manager of limited liability company, that it is a general partnership and a limited partner. So, with that being said, I am saying that I am a member or a manager of a limited liability company, which I have another partner that's in there that who's not going to take the responsibility legally. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put down the address of the business, 123 Bond Street, right? And then down here is going to be my limited partner, my liability, my limited liability partner, because this is a partnership. So his name is Jane Doe, and his address is 789 Bond Street. Okay, because he has to be put on the company as well. And we are differentiating who is who. The general partner who's starting a business, the limited partner who is contributed financially but not responsible for the debt of the business. All right. And we move on down. You say, why did I put 456? Well, that is the address of the principal's office. So this will be my address, the limited partner's address, and the actual address of the physical building. If you don't have a physical building, then you can go ahead and put up the general partner's address where they'll be getting all the mails and everything that comes with it. Okay. And then you will sign, and your limited partnership will sign it as well. So you both have to sign. You can't just start it on your own and not sign it. This is something that you will have to work out. And I say, even with doing this right here, you must, I say you must get something in writing of what your roles are going to play in the partnership. You want to spell it out. You want to really, really spell it out. You want to go ahead and talk about it and say, okay, this is what you're going to be doing and what you're going to be responsible for. And this is what I'm going to be responsible for. And it needs to be in paper, because then you'll kill a lot of headache, Partnerships is no joke. So you want to make sure that everything is in order. And let's talk, last but not least, we're going to talk about what is a business trust. A business trust. Okay. A business trust is a type of business where trustees manage property or run for nonprofit for the benefit of others, called beneficiary owners. It is a separate legal entity which the trustee beneficial owners are usually not personally responsible for the trust debts and obligation. And you know how people tell you, oh, you get a business trust and put your house in it and stuff like that. Make sure you call your lawyer. Make sure you call your CPA and you talk to them about that. But if you want to trust a business trust, we're going to show you how to fill out that application, which is pretty simple. And I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, you go ahead and take the information that I just told you just now, and you go ahead and ask a CPA, a lawyer, or someone to go ahead and to start you up a business. You're going to pay 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. You're going to pay for that, all for what I am showing you free, for free today. Okay, and the good thing about this is we'll be getting so much information that's going to save you a ton of money. So this is the business trust. Okay? This is the business trust application. It is one sheet. You understand? You understand? Like I'm telling you, call your lawyer up and say, "Hey, I need you to start me up a business trust." You're going to pay $2,500 off the back. I'm telling you how to do this for $100 at your local SCC, state commissions, your state corporations commission in your state. You get the application online. You can fill it out online. It tells you how to fill it out. And you go ahead and pay your $100 or whatever your state charges, $110, and you go ahead and submit it. And within minutes, you will have your legal papers. So after that, all you have to do is do your EIN number, which you can do for free. What you can do for free, and we'll send that in. But you'll go ahead, your ABC Styles, the name of the company, the business trust initial registrant who's starting this, Jane Doe. Who are you? I am a member or manager of the limited liability company that is a trustee of the business trust. Fill out the business address, the initial registrant address, the principal office. I put a different address there, or you can use your home address. You can still use that. You sign it, you print out, and you date it. And you got a business trust. Okay? So, guys, it is only $100 in the state of Virginia. $100. $100. I just saved you thousands of dollars just now. Thousands of dollars. I hope that you took this information, you took it serious. This is your first step of taking control, and getting back out there and starting your business. I'm so sorry, this cough. All right, guys. I am so appreciative that you guys spent lunch with me today. I hope that you had got some informative information that could change your life, to help you out in business, to help save you thousands of dollars. You know, we have some more things coming. We have a master class that's coming up in May where we go more deeper into what we'll be doing. I'm really proud of you guys for sticking in here with me. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share this live. And I appreciate you guys. I'm so sorry about this cough, but it's uncontrollable. All right. And before before I head out, make sure you head to Amazon and get my 2 new books: 8-hour intensive reset business course, 30-hour reset, 30-day reset business challenge. It's on Amazon. Just go ahead and type in Sabrina Merriman. I'm sorry. Type in Sabrina Merriman, Merriman, and the books will pop up. And make sure you get your copy today. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'll talk to you next Friday with a new lesson.